Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Horath and we are playing Tyranny as a noble mage on hard difficulty. Welcome back. I did a quick sort of shuffle of our stuff. I gave Landry the mind static talk to push up his control lightning skill. He already had the fire eye stone, which helps him control fire. And I gave Ab the quick finger bangles to improve her quickness a little bit. That's about it. We freed one Oathbound. We are still in the Burning Citadel. I want to find the other Oathbound, but
I got it.
Looks like we gotta take care of some other business. We haven't found, or we haven't seen the other Oathbound yet.
Can't
but
do that.
We managed to free one of them. Let's just remove the slow mode, because that's not necessary. We can jump across with 63 athletics, so why don't we do that? There's some Bane over there. I guess they're protecting something or other.
Let's try not to stand out, shall we?
I think we might just do this. Oh, we're not done yet with the sort of recharging of stuff. Well, Beric isn't, but I mean Beric's magical abilities are not great, so I think we'll just try to deal with it. We didn't manage to interrupt here. Scourge grazes him. I missed the Scourge. Engage Beric in melee. Flesh to Stone grazes them. Are these guys immune to being petrified? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Beric, not sure what we'll do with you. I think you'll just try to pull all these guys onto you. App, you're gonna give him some more armor. That and some magic defense in the process. Lantry, you'll do that.
Whatever you need.
And I will try to do my best to sort of hurt them. Okay, no, the petrification works fine. That's good to know, actually. That's really good to know. Let's go and petrify that
That's
one.
a negative.
That's not a negative. You're gonna do it, and you're gonna do it as
That's a negative.
do as you're told. App is really getting uppity. Maybe I should send her into the torture chamber for a little while, because that's starting to annoy me. Okay, we're gonna go after that one now. We have, how many do we have? We have 3 of the red ones, right? Of the scourges, and we have 1 of the wisps. So I think, right, I don't have the other one anymore. I don't have the frost thingy of these spells. That's not good. The fire is not gonna do much. I can always use the stone though. Let's just try to paralyze one of them. Come on. Oh no. Okay, so no, that's not necessary. I'm gonna try to paralyze the guy in the back. Lantry, just throw a boulder through all of them. Oh, we're all frightened? All of us? Doesn't make any sense. Ab, let's go for this one. Hit all of them. That's gonna be good. Immune to prone. Yeah, they are floating, so I thought as much. These guys might take damage from shock though, at least the red guys. And Beric, you could heal yourself. You could just as well leave it be, but oh well. Let's go after the one that is not petrified. And what will I do? What will I do? Could go for another boulder. Not really necessary, not strictly at least. Well, let's go just for the Phantom Bolt. I do think that these Bane guys, they don't really appreciate the Gravelight stuff. I think that hurts them rather heavily. Okay. One of them is frightened. I guess they're frightened by Ab. Let's go with the Gravelight here, just like that, and I give Lantry the Gravelight as well.
Consider it done.
Come on, guys, chop chop. Gravelight. Okay, that one's gone as well. And now these Scourges, they take a lot of frost damage, right? So let's go with the Rime Spike. That should be enough. Your Rime Spike is also up, so let's go for the Rime Spike here as well. And Ebb, you got your Rime Spike as well.
That's a negative.
Chop chop, guys. I want to see 3 Rime Spikes and I want to see that thing dead. Okay. Didn't quite happen, but I'm gonna go for the Jolt here. And then I'm gonna go for the Petrification. No, wait. Jolt. And then the Petrification. That's what I want. And Ebb, you're gonna go for another Phantom Bolt. Landry could actually do something useful here instead of hanging out in the back. Yeah, well, yeah, you could heal Ebb, I think. I guess. Okay, he's doing some work with Dauntless. I wonder why he's giving the Mantle of Flames not to himself. Because that's just kind of stupid. I mean, if I say so myself, Beric. You should buff yourself because you're the next one to the enemies. I guess I have to do that for him. Because he's not clever enough to do it. I mean, he's a soldier. How would he know how magic works? Right? How would he know how this correctly works, this whole thing? Okay, we're gaining some loot, but...
Moving cautiously.
I was hoping for a little bit more. Maybe a magical...
Can't do that.
What's-a-ma-do's it? But no. Yeah. Right, okay. We'll jump back over the lava river. I thought this would be something more. It was announced rather heavily, or at least hinted that there is something. Here's the Great Hall. Well, we couldn't progress, so I guess that's fine. What's that? Vellum storage. Okay. Well, let's see how that goes. Nothing else over here. I was sort of thinking we'd find stuff. So we can ascend over there. That's interesting. And there's more Bane down there. We already saw these guys from afar. And they're right at the edge of the map. I do think that I have to take them out. Don't think there's a way around it. No. Beric. I think what we'll do is we'll go and petrify the first one. Right, okay. So first one is petrified, which will make it difficult for the enemy to actually get at us. I like that. In an enemy. I like an enemy that cannot get to me. You're gonna do the Unsettled Core on yourself. I want the Healing Aura on Beric. I do want a boulder in that direction with myself. Oh, I can't, I guess. Ebb, you could go for the Umbral Glow, though. Is it possible to do that now? No? That's kind of a shame. Oh, right, no, that's the wrong spell. That's the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. None of these guys is immune to stone. None of these guys is immune to stone. Oh, they're moving around it. That's shit. Well, it can happen. It can happen. Let's go for this. Some of them will still take damage from that thing. Lantry. Maybe I should just scroll in to have a better view of the battlefield. Let's try and use that one with you. Oh, did you take a wound? No, it just frightened. That's fine though. Let's go for the Mantle of Flames on you.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
Yeah, they're not able to move past Beric, which is something that I liked. Let's try to petrify some of these bastards. Petrify you. And we're gonna try to petrify that one. So 3 petrifications coming up. Let's hope they hit. Strikes me as a mite overpowered, that whole petrification thing, but oh well, who am I to complain? Lantry. Let's just go with a Rime Spike over here. And then we got Ebb. Ebb is also done now. Well, you could Could move up a little bit so that we get all of these guys into the cone. Powerful cone ability. I like it. Barrack, is there something that you can do? No, well, heal yourself then. He looks like he's still frightened, which is not good. Doesn't make me happy. I can catch some of these wisps with the fire. Not all of them will be susceptible to them. Especially not the scourges in the back, but the wisps will. Lantry. We're gonna do the same here. And App, you're gonna go for the Phantom Bolt on that one, I guess. You have to think about the fact that she also has that. She has the Grave Grasp. I think we'll remove that Terrator's Call. I know that I have that one, but it might be difficult to think about the other one. Let's go for that then. Let's go for the bolt. We're really dishing out the damage now. I like it. Come on, guys. Wounded, frightened. It's gonna be dead in a second. Okay. Still isn't, which surprises me.
I got it.
Let's go with an ice spell now. It's stunned though, which is good. Still not dead. Man, these guys actually can take a fair beating. Let's heal Barrick. Let's go for the Rhyme Spike. That one is dead now. Oh, and it's petrified. Barrick petrified it on his own. That's nice. Let's go for fast mode now. Okay, it's dead. Let's take the fast mode away. Save it.
Let's try not to stand out, shall we?
And let's see what we can do here. So that is right at the edge of this whole thing.
I can't.
This book contains a number of distinctive symbols and phrases that are repeated multiple times. They are likely significant. Okay, let's do it. Find the last parchment piece. Okay, so there's only one more, I guess. I think we didn't meet this. Oh wait, there's some loot over here. We gain the Bane Essence. Not sure if we really need that one. And we gain another pearl. I could swear that there's some hidden stuff over here. Why can't I go through that closet?
Sorry, I can't.
I want to, but I guess I can't. Okay. Save it then. And let's leave that that level. Still have to find one more Oathbound Disfavored soldier. Wait. Am I able to go over there? Looks like it. Did I miss something here? Yeah, okay. Okay, right. Good that I had a look. Nice. Okay, save it. Ooh, there's something burning in there. Holy crap, a sage. Uninjured, really? It's hard to believe. As you approach the edge of the roiling lake of lava, you see a head break the surface. The man lets out a piercing scream and sinks below again. Moments later he pops up, a little farther this time, and floats on the lava, eyes glazed. His shirt is torn and you see elaborate tattoos on his chest as he sinks yet again. Oh, that can't be. Lantry's eyes widen and his jaw drops. Comfortable. I can't even believe it works. Though his eyes remain fixed on the man in the lava, Lantry's hands instinctively begin to sketch the scene on parchment. That sigil on his chest is actually working. Wait until he resurfaces and cut the symbol from his chest. Do you know this fellow? One of the newer scribes. Not sure I rightly know. Perhaps it's for the best. Hard enough to see him in that state. Can't imagine someone I care about in that sort of misery. My hunch tells me he was trained enough to recognize that sigil, but foolish enough to overestimate its utility. Such a waste. With a smile, Lantry clears his throat, trying to sound upbeat. But he made his contribution to arcane lore. He field-tested a sigil. We know it mostly works. What exactly is happening here? It would appear this man has a ward against fire tattooed on into his chest. Lantry points his quill at the sigil inked into the man's chest. Moreover, it would appear to be working. Maybe more or less than the owner may have hoped, but he's waiting in lava and not already dead 1,000 times over. It's kept him alive, but hasn't saved him from serious injury. If we pull him out, he might... I mean, we could... A cringe spreads across Landry's face. Take the tattoo. Carving it off seems the safest bet. For us, not him, obviously. Could put the sigil to use, and it might be the merciful thing. Okay. We are going to cut the symbol from his chest. You wait until he floats back to the surface of the lava. He screams and his arms swing up, allowing you to grab it and pull him to you. Taking a blade, you quickly slice the flesh around the symbol tattooed on his chest, peeling up the edges of the flesh with the tip, making it easy for you to get a sure grip. As you begin to pull his skin off, his eyes pop open and he begins howling, a loud inhuman cry that cuts through the sounds of eternal destruction around you. As the flesh tears free, his body bursts into flame, and you quickly let go, avoid catching on fire yourself. Was there a way I could have saved him? His body slowly disappears under the lava, but his screams continue for a few moments, fading as he is engulfed. Okay, sigil of guarded form, expression. Well now, that was a production, wasn't it? Finishing the last strokes of his scribbling, Landry looks up at you with a sheepish smile. I don't have enough varieties of red to really capture the vignette, but I think I captured his grimace. Now hold on to that symbol and don't let the skin fold in on itself. The image might get all distorted and crinkled. Then you would have brutally skinned an immolated man for nothing. Okay, that dude is dead. Unconventional materials. What is that one? Cut the rune from the sage's chest in the burning library. So, what do we gain? I think we got the guarded form, material force, directed force, proximate action, channeled strength, distant impact, focused intent. What did I get from this? Routing, volcanic weapon, frost fire, focused rain, phasing, marking, rapid casting, deflecting, bleeding, volleys. I'm not sure what that did. No, it says expression of guarded form. Focused intent, distant impact, channeled strength, proximate action, material force. Oh, no, wait, I must have that in my inventory. Sigil of guarded form, a scroll with a rare arcane symbol inscribed upon it. Studying the rune may lead to the discovery of new spell, cores, expressions, or accents. Okay, I learned a new expression. How does that work? Guarded form. Expression used to create spells that alter the target's armor. Okay, what would that do? If I were to do it with stone and guarded form, gift of the golem. +4 armor for 45 seconds. Coat a target from head to toe in large earthen slabs of rock. While in this form movement is restricted, armor is greatly increased. It reduces the move speed, gives more armor. Wonder what else we can do with it. Guarded form with that. Grounding core. On melee hit, 5 to 8 shock versus magic. Wreath the target in electrical energy. Enemies that strike the ally are zapped for shock damage. What can we do with that one? Deflecting. Accent that causes guarded form spells to reduce the damage a target takes from critical strikes. Rapid casting. Spell surge. Accent that removes the recovery time after casting material force and guarded form spells. That's interesting. So we can actually give this stuff out with 0 recovery time. That's amazing. Okay, what else can we do? That must be sort of a flame wreath. Glowing barrier. 30% of fire damage converted to health for 45 seconds. Use your knowledge of the flame to gain a healing effect when you would otherwise be harmed by fire. A portion of incoming fire damage heals you and your fire armor is increased. Interesting. What's that? Mirror image. 100 dodge until damaged, 100 parry until damaged. Create duplicate illusions around the target, granting a significant bonus to parry and dodge. However, each time the target is struck, this bonus is reduced. I mean, I kind of feel bad for the guy that I killed, but this is super useful. Champion's Fortune. Plus 20% armor when under 35% health for 45 seconds. Not sure we're gonna use that one much. What about this one? Oh, that one doesn't have the guarded form. Anything else? What about the force thing? What does that do? Move speed lightens the target's body by enchanting them to repel resisting forces. So it allows them to move faster and reduces recovery. That's nice. 25% recovery time reduction for 45 seconds. That's pretty amazing. I could use that one to buff myself up before every fight and reduce my recovery time quite a bit, or even further, let's say. That's pretty nifty. Anything else that we have? Does life have a guarded form? 4% health every 3 seconds for 45 seconds. Enchant the target with a long-lasting regenerative effect. Yeah, that stuff is amazing. That stuff is amazing. The question is, would we be able to sort of save the guy? That's my question. I know, I should have thought of this before. I just thought he was already burning, but he really wasn't. Hello. Okay. So let's do the conversation like before. Help him out of the lava. You wait until he floats back to the surface of the lava. He screams and his arm swings up, allowing you to grab it and pull him to you. You drag him onto the rock and turn him over, allowing the molten rock to drain from his lungs. Drain from his lungs? Okay, so we brought the guy out. He sits up and looks at you briefly, and then his eyes cast about wildly. What? Where? He leans forward and coughs a little. I can still smell it. Most of my hair burned off days ago, but the stench clings to my nostrils. I can't believe you found me. I was about to stop struggling in hopes the ward wouldn't prevent me drowning. Sage Gaffney, didn't recognize you covered in molten rock. You should have been part of the first evacuation group. Selwyn must be worried sick. Master Selwyn is dead, so his sickness needn't be an issue. But you don't need to lecture me twice, Master Lantry. I want to be as far from this sweltering death trap as possible. Where did you learn that magic? Learn? This was drawn on me by my master's hand. An experiment in preservation magic a year or so before this whole Edict of Fire nonsense began. It's for your own good, he shouted at the time. Hate it when he's right. Hate it even more when he hurls candles at me to test his magic. It's best not to ask too many questions. Just get out of here before anything else happens. Well, I suppose thanks are in order. I hope I can make my way out of here. The floor plan's changed, to say the least. You'll need to keep an eye out for any Callous goons lurking in the area. Run along now and don't look back. There's no home left to save. Sage looks around, getting his bearings, then slowly makes his way up the ramp and out of your sight. So, I couldn't have just sort of drawn the stuff from his thing or anything? From his chest? I mean, if I could learn the sigil the other way around, why don't I do that? Why do I have to cut off the tattoo from his chest? Well, I'm sorry, my friend, but I need that sigil. So I'm gonna kill you for the greater good. That's just how that goes. I'm a greedy mage. At least he will be put out of his misery. Okay. Sage's Guild isn't happy because I killed one of them. But I got the scroll. I know that was rather callous, but I'm not sure if we can get that anywhere else. So might as well, right? So I looked all through these. That frost thing must have something else. Allied target -5 armor, shock and crush for 45 seconds, and +4 armor, frost, slash, and pierce for 45 seconds. Coat the target in a thick layer of icy armor. While protected, slash spears and frost armor are greatly increased, but shock and crush armor are reduced. So you can basically get splintered by this thing. Very interesting. The stone we already looked at. Gift of the Golem. Fire we already looked at. I think we're through here. I think the life makes the most sense, actually. Vital body. It only has a small range. But enchant the target with a long-lasting regenerative effect. Interesting. Okay, we could go for, yeah, this one over here. Rapid casting, which removes the recovery time completely. Let's go for Timeless Form 3. I mean, that's 4% health every 3 seconds. Like this. It has a rather lengthy cooldown. It's 6% health every 3 seconds for 72 seconds. That's quite long. We will only need it once. I'm gonna give that to Landry instead of the healing aura. I think that makes way more sense. So do that, because we mainly need to keep Barrick up. The healing aura isn't really a thing that we want to do.
On it.
I'll stay down.
Right. Yeah, it's gruesome, but oh well. Sigil of proximate action. We already know that one.
Enemies.
Can't do that.
Chop chop, guys. Chop chop. Okay, we're getting another scroll.
Sorry, I can't.
It's
Can't
a
do
shame
that.
though.
Can't do that.
I killed that dude. It was a rather callous action,
Sorry,
I guess.
I can't.
If only I could have just asked him and sort of maybe penciled the sigil that he had. That would have been good. That would have helped me. Yeah, we really don't need to sneak here. We already found everything that we're gonna find. I wouldn't actually mind also going for the shock armor. I do think that the flame mantle is still quite nice, but the other stuff might not be as great actually. Yeah, on the other hand, I mean the guarded form thing. How much lore does that one cost? 60. So I could give that to Barrick. Sort of, yeah, no, right. What I wanted to do for myself was pushing up my recovery time even further. It's just not. It's just a question of what I can get rid of, and I don't have any more spell slots that I can remove. What's over here? There appears to be some kind of ramp underneath the lava. There's no way to use it without immediately bursting into flame. Now
Can't do that.
couldn't I do that with the guarded form thingy that I found?
Can't do that.
Oh, that's the last group of these guys. I think we're gonna engage these guys in the last or in the next episode, not the last episode, just the next one. For now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more of this series in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye bye.